Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Yellow Jackets' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Try to get it to the edge. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And the missed connection on third.
These throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there for the QB.
Kick is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Handoff from the gun. He's in open space downfield. Turning on the Jets. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Let's talk about Alabama. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just...
He's loose on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, it didn't take long to get this receiver involved in the game, and we know he'll make plays in the passing game, but let's get him going in the running game, too, and see what he can do early.
Fires to the right. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous. Big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Algier. Buys a little extra time. Trying to... Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket. But the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
When we were throwing these comeback rounds, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air along the time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, and what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing 1 interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
Forced out of the pocket. Shoots his way for more. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Algier. Using his legs to buy some time. And not much going on downfield. Rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that before his guy had even turned around. Accurate throw, they're able to make the play and get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point was good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. He's up to 57 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. Zings it complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Pulls it in. It's Pettis.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to fire deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
What a great run there. 3rd-and-1 situation, though, David. That has got to be demoralizing.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great if they're going into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Back to pass, it's Algier. Here's a heat. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Snap in the shotgun. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Give him 6. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Alabama pushing the tempo. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes. Gets away from one, finds some space. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Oh, better look out. Give him 109 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls and fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Looking for a man, it's Algier. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They're going to run it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Central Michigan went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Chippewas always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. It's complete on the right side. They'll immediately call timeout.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Scanning the field, it's Algier. Under fire. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Hey, good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run it to the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching plan.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. They run the reverse. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand them the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great game, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in the run game.
desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try the toss to the left. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Catch in the middle, it's Bridges. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Looking to pass. It's Algier. Makes the catch. It's Bridges. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8th. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Northern Illinois. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry up. He wants to change this route. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, they sneak the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know.
Hey, bro, you got to punt this right here.
Was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Still on his feet. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. To the air, it's Algier using the quick game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give him the lead.
And when you're dialing up the jet sweep and you're giving this guy the ball, you're just trying to get him outside, away from all the big bodies. As soon as that happens, then it's just his God-given talent and athleticism doing the rest. That is a long touchdown on the jet sweep.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Ingram. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds and the 29, and they are rolling. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Fires to the right. It's complete.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Algier. Floats it out in space. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They're going to run it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Can't get him to the ground. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Moving out of the pocket. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last timeout when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Quarterback making checks. Now improvising. Throwing on the run. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the move. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways. And I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
Trying to surge it in.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback may change this route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Algier. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.